north on the north coast, they were catching some head-high waves yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, and I guess on the beach breaks here, I mean, there was some waves, but
Well, down the beach, it was breaking pretty far out.
yeah.
All right, we're live. We're on. We're on.
Okay, it looks like, oh, we had someone.
Looks like Jamie Manning in yellow, Brian Noji in red, Carlisle Stout in white, and Charles Karsh in blue.
Okay.
Yeah, we got two scores. Brian Noji's got the best wave so far. And he's the guy to watch out for sure.
Are we live on the beach?
I think we are on the beach. I think sometimes
That's a bigger screen, Scott. Now you should be able to read that easier.
we
Are
can't.
are we live on the beach?
You're live.
I mean, is it piped down to the beach too?
Huh?
Is it piped?
Yeah.
There's a PA down there?
Yeah,
Oh.
like it and see how it's going.
Okay.
Well, you're going to be up here all day today, Scott?
I believe so, yes.
Good for
This
you.
Sunday.
Well, I'm going to surf 2 heats today. We were supposed to surf yesterday, but the delay
Oh, no.
put us back to 2
Yeah.
heats today.
And so what, is that you going to do stand-up
Stand-up.
paddle?
Yep.
Good, all right. What are you going to be riding out there today?
I've got a 9.3 by 28 inch paddle board with a 16-inch tail block.
Wow. Okay, so 28 is pretty narrow, though.
Yeah, but a 16-inch tail block is
Okay.
very wide.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my small wave board.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've ridden it in big waves, but I don't really recommend it.
Yeah.
It's a twin fin.
Oh, is that right there on the?
Yeah, as you were walking up.
Yeah, it looks
13s.
like it looks like one of those Vanguard boards. Basically, the weird nose and weird tail.
That's exactly what it is. It's a blown up Vanguard.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
works awesome. Very stable board.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had it for a long time. It's made out of Kevlar.
Oh, okay. So it's nice and light. It's like a sandwich.
In fact, it weighs 40 pounds.
That's not light.
It has 13 ounces of glass,
Oh my God.
and it's a little bit waterlogged.
Oh, okay. I'm still sure you're gonna rip on it.
Well, once you get it down into the water, it doesn't. It's not heavy at all.
Yeah.
I can whip it around.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
needs a little momentum behind it, doesn't it?
Well, not really. It floats, and I can whip it without going that fast. Yeah. Yeah, I like that design.
I was looking at that board when I was walking. You know, I think it's easier to find the bat cave than it is to find the announcer's booth. Here.
Nobody knows where the bat cave is.
And
Only
nobody
about
knows where
3
the
people.
announcers are either. I think you
lucky
spray them
for
with that.
us.
What did they used to do? They used to spray them with that, like it would knock them out until they got into the bat cave, so nobody could
Right.
remember. You remember that?
Yep, I
They'd have-
do.
They would. They
Yep.
get was it mace? They get maced right before
Yeah.
they get find the bat cave.
Yeah.
You ever heard this that song Spike when it's a low tide at Agate goes? It's a long way to the top, surfing agate on a low.
No, I've never heard that one.
You haven't? I thought it was a radio song a long time ago.
I'll be darned. And they were talking about us, no doubt.
I swear sometimes it takes longer to make it to the tide line surfing agate than it does for me to drive down here from my house.
It's a big beach.
It is. Especially, what are we, what is our tide feet right now? We're probably right at, just starting to pull back in, I'm assuming.
I'm not sure where we are, but that's a lot of sand down there. We love sand.
my wife likes to go razor clamming just down the beach here, and it's like, it's painful because it's usually really early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that has to dig with that, whatever, the clam gun.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like doing deadlifts, like 100 deadlifts at like 6:30 in the morning on a low tide.
Well, that clam gun, that's better than a shovel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, they work pretty good. But, I mean, it's still like, who wants to do that at 6:30 in the morning?
It'll get you going.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a reason to get up and get going.
Did anybody make it to the after party up at Ozzy's in the Tasty Tiki yesterday? It was a good turnout?
Yeah, there was a good turnout, but not everybody made it because some of us were a little too fried after the long day.
Yeah, I had a long day myself yesterday, so I had best intentions.
Well,
and it was so fun last year.
Yeah, I made it, and the band was really good.
Oh, yeah.
And really loud, and I was still able to sit down with Dan Murdy and fill out a board order form.
Oh, you're getting a new Murdy.
Yeah, I'm getting a custom.
Yeah, you got some beautiful boards.
Oh, man.
If you want to check out some of Dan Murdy's boards, we got several on display up at Ozzy Surf Shop right across the street.
Right on.
He's making some nice longboards.
Yes.
John Barron's up here in the announcer's booth. Man, been surfing with John a lot. It's great to see him back in the water. I believe, I think he's probably surfing today. I didn't get to talk to him. Do you remember him, Spike, from all the PC contests back in the day?
I don't.
He used to go by McMinnville John. Remember it?
Okay.
And he would surf quite a bit with Gary Gregg back in the day.
Okay. Yeah. I met Gary Gregg in '94 down at the Crescent City contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He gave us a little good luck key holder, too.
We won't say what it is.
But if you want to come to the announcer's booth, you can, maybe we'll do some surf trivia and you can win this key holder.
Yeah. I got in trouble yesterday for talking about the bar stools in Aristotle Onassis yacht, so
okay.
we'll be careful. Well, we're not getting many waves ridden in this heat.
No, we're under 5 minutes, so it's at this kind of time right now, you're just looking, maybe you might just have to try to go on any kind of corner if you don't have the score.
Yeah, 3 waves ridden, 2 of them by Brian Noji. So we got 2 surfers haven't caught a wave. Well, no, there's only 3 surfers out there.
Brian Noji sitting on a 10.60 right now, so he has 2 decent scores. Let's see if he can better his situation.
Oh, there are 4 surfers out there. I see 4. And they are spaced out. Good 50 yards between each surfer. Shouldn't be any interference. Next heat is heading out.
Yeah, when on the low tide, it's a little hard to make a call. Here we got yellow.
Oh.
Quick up and down. You need more than binoculars to keep your eyes on the surfers out here at the low tide. You could use the Hubble telescope or something,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, we got a screen here that, if you look at it, gets you up pretty close.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a big screen. A jumbotron. Here we go. Is that white? Couldn't catch it. We'll got some waves coming through. Look
Yeah,
at that.
this a little over 2 minutes right now. Looks like there possibly a couple sets here.
Here we go down the beach. Looks like White got to his feet, got out in front of it, but that's a closeout. Got to try to find the shoulder out there. Here we go, Brian Noji.
He's
Yes.
up. Let's see if this wave holds up for him. He smacks it off the
Oh.
top, tries to hold on as he's coming down.
Nice try.
It was a good effort to put that board up on the roof of that wave, but it looked like the tail started sliding back down on him. We got an instant replay on that one.
We do have instant replay. Waves coming through. Nobody's in position.
Like to welcome everybody to the 2025 Agate Beach Classic. Thanks for being here this morning. Like to thank some of our title sponsors. We got Ozzy Surf Shop, Ninkasi Brewing, the Tasty Tiki was making outstanding Hawaiian food. Got a little pauses. We got a rider up, another floater, couldn't hold on.
Brian Noji again.
Actually, I don't know if that was a contestant. He was a little farther south there because we have 4 colored contestants out there in the water right now.
We got the next heat
We have
sitting
Pura
out there.
Vida Surf Shop up at Otter Rock, and then the city of Newport. Some of the old gold sponsors now. We got Selkie Soul Work, South Beach Surf Shop, Newport Surf Shop, Murdy Surfboards, which we were just talking about, Soul Surfboards, Oceana Natural Food Cooperative, and the Agate Beach Motel. What a sweet little situation that is for the weekend. Lots of cars, lots of surfboards.
Brian Noji got another wave just before the horn, and that's a nice one. Look at him go. Yeah, that guy dominated that heat. Stepping off on the sand. That's the way to do it.
I believe that wave will count. It's not going to, he's out in front pretty good, so I don't know if that's going to better his situation, but all right now until the final scores come in, he is in first place.
That was his best wave of the heat. Okay, we got a minute downtime or so, and the next heat will be going. Okay, in the next heat, we've got Michael Soul in red, Tor Rockness Monster in white,
The Rockness Monster,
Jesse Lockwood in yellow,
and a rider up right now that looks like yellow. On his backhand, threw it up
Yeah.
off the lip.
All right. We have Don Schaefer in blue and Matthew Beach in green.
Do you know Don Schaefer? He's been in this contest for several years. I was watching him. He was on the ISA games. He competed in that, did pretty well. The ISA World Games in Surf City, El Salvador.
Wow.
So he's in this contest. Watched him progress a lot. I mean, from his early days surfing in this contest to actually competing more on a world stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
What color is he in there?
Green.
He's in green.
No, excuse me. Blue.
Blue. I think is that him right there? Is that blue?
That's red.
That's red.
It's easier to see the colors today than it was yesterday.
I can't believe you could see anything yesterday.
Well,
Fun.
we had to go on pause for
Yeah.
quite a while, a couple times yesterday.
Turned out to be a beautiful morning here
Yes.
in Newport today.
And yesterday got pretty nice in the afternoon, but not in the morning. Actually, the waves were pretty good in the morning. They weren't as good in the afternoon. We'll see what happens today. There's nothing on the forecast to indicate it's going to improve. But we're all surfing the same waves. It's just kind of slim pickings.
Yeah. Is Don Schaefer out?
I think there's only 3 people out there.
I don't see a blue.
No. He's probably going to come 5 minutes late for his heat.
Well, actually the ISA games are going on right now, I believe, too. So maybe he had a double commitment.
Yeah.
Maybe he was a no-show. I was in here yesterday. I don't know if you announced him yesterday.
I don't remember. We got a sweeper coming out for a warm-up, I would imagine.
And when do you go back out, Spike?
9:20.
9:20, okay. It looks like we got Johnny Knapp just coming into the announcer studio. He had a big day yesterday.
Johnny. We're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm tired. I gotta work today.
Oh, you look like you're in top form.
Thanks, buddy. Johnny! Hey! Can you run the camera? Our camera lady didn't show up. She says she's coming, but
Sure.
I'm trying to post this.
Hey, Case. When Spike goes on this heat, can you get someone just to give me colors? Because I can't see colors or shit.
Oh yeah.
Just someone to call colors.
While I'm sitting here, I'll tell you.
All right.
A lot of times you can hear them coming over the other one because they're calling them down on the
I
beach
see. Perfect.
for the judges.
Perfect.
Or they were yesterday.
All right, we got a rider up. Looks like white from here.
The Rock Nest Monster.
Tor Rockness comes into that closeout, floats it over the section. Decent wave for Tor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, feeling good today, Johnny. You got the colors for this heat now?
We called them.
Red and yellow, right? We don't have green.
Green is chroma keyed out,
Okay.
so Matthew Beach is green.
He's not here.
Matthew Beach? It looks like there's only 4 people out.
Hey, Mike, do you copy?
I only see 3 people out.
Mike
Yeah.
here.
We've got today Scott Siegel on the microphone for finals today. Thanks, Scott, for being here.
Thank you, Casey Felton.
And of course,
pleasure.
Spike Richardson has returned after today's slog.
Outside
Looks like
set.
Michael Soul's up.
Michael Soul. The wave shutting down instantly on him.
He had some really good waves yesterday.
And in white, up and right, it looks like Tor, the Rock Nest Monster, unable to make it around that last section, getting pinched off.
And there goes Yellow.
Jesse Lockwood.
Jesse Lockwood working his backhand, doing some up and down turns, getting what he could out of that.
It's the slow-mo. We've got the slow-mo replay by Lotus Surf. If you get it on your phone, you can see the instant replay. Let me send it to you.
I mean, I've seen it yesterday, but it will come on here too.
It doesn't go on this screen.
It doesn't.
It only goes on the internet part. So
Okay.
that's not the internet.
Mike's setting up the booth down there. He had music playing for us yesterday. Little Bob Marley.
Tour rock yourself?
We should have some scores coming in we can report to you.
Looks like Michael Soul's in position.
All right. Walling out pretty hard in front of him.
Another closeout.
I think we're going to get a little more corners as soon as the tide starts pushing in.
That'll help.
We're going to need a couple more feet of tide, and then those should open up a little more.
See a big group of pelicans moving south out there, going to get their breakfast. Actually, they probably already had their breakfast. They don't mess around. They know where the fish are. We had a lot of free surfers yesterday kind of crowding the contest area. If you free surfers could give them a little bit of space, it helps with the judging and the announcing to see what's going on. Tor Rockness.
Working his way up to the nose.
Oh!
Goes for a little
Helicopter.
Yeah, breaking the fins out.
Got it halfway around and came unglued.
All right, let's get that replay on. I didn't even see that one-footed spinning. Nice
Oh.
close-up by Johnny Knapp.
Here we go. That's
Oh!
the Rock Nest Monster
No.
again.
Oh, no, that is
Jesse.
Jesse Lockwood. And he's the goofy foot.
Michael Soul
Michael Soul.
up and running. In, out.
Jesse Lockwood moving that board around pretty good, though.
I'm going to go back to that replay.
3 good surfers in this heat.
And it
Here
looks
we
like
go.
Tor right on that corner. Let's see if he can get around this one.
Ooh. He got plowed.
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
Do you have any scratch paper and a pen that I can?
You could probably ride on the back of that. Or at least I got to go down and see if I can get a pen.
If you have a pen, that'd be great.
I don't have a pen here. What do you need to write?
It's just easier for me if I can write the first names with like a colors, like sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, with the colors.
Yeah, wouldn't it, not important right now.
Got it.
Looks
Okay.
like
Colorblind?
a decent set coming out the back. Oh, it just sort of dissipated. I can't believe how late you guys went yesterday.
It was getting hard to see.
We streamed. We streamed for 11 and a half hours.
Oh my God, 11 hours. As we got a nice corner. Is that Michael Soul?
Michael Soul in
It
red
is.
over the falls.
He got a little hung up. Couldn't get down in time.
I'm sorry, I just got to play that replay of Tor Rockness again.
Got 3.5
Here we
minutes
go.
to go in this heat.
Oh,
Yeah.
doesn't make it, but
Yeah.
that was such a good moment early in the contest.
Yeah. We've got the next heat headed out. It looks like 3 surfers in that heat as well. We've got some missing persons this morning.
Looks like we're just getting under 3 minutes right here.
Gotta get a microphone over there for you.
We don't have any scores coming in here. We're trying to give you the live feed, tell you what's happening as far as the judges' eyes. I don't know why. Well, we'll get those to you as soon as we have them.
I think after a really long day yesterday, and then an after party, and an early morning today.
Oh, this is the final. That's why we don't have it. Is this the final?
Oh, you're
it's-
right.
We don't have finals because
Yeah, they're only
we're just going
award
on
ceremony.
two heats and
Yeah,
points.
right.
Well, I haven't surfed in 2 days. I'm getting a little anxious to get my gills wet.
Yeah.
I'm going to head out.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll try to catch you later.
That sounds great, Spike. Look forward to watching you surf on that little Vanguard 20.
Yeah.
Tear it up there, buddy. Spike Richardson, what a legend. I remember last year we were working, the day went really long, and so we were all helping Casey get all his equipment up. Oh, 2 riders up, Tor in front. Another float by Michael Soule. I don't think there was, that's up to the judges. Didn't look like anybody interfered on that wave, but. And I don't know if that's going to help their scores, either one of them. But Spike Richardson, I mean, he is a beast. He made it, I think he did like 6 trips from where we're sitting at the announcer stand up to the parking lot, and that was carrying heavy electronic equipment, gear, and like 6 trips. I was trying to muscle up, stay behind him, and he was killing me.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, they're all working.
There we go. Tor trying to find that corner, maybe even a possible little barrel, but just not getting in that rhythm of that little. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to find that little fast corner, probably pull into a barrel section, but it's just running a little quick for him.
That's right, Scotty.
There we go. That's the end of that heat.
Thanks for being here, Scotty.
Oh, thank you.
It was such a trudgery yesterday, if that's even the right word. I tell you, by the end of the day, we were all stone cold.
I can't imagine. I don't know how you saw it for half the day, because I was trying to, just watching. I for a while I was trying to watch you guys from home. Everything sounded great, but it was pretty hard to see.
Yeah, we couldn't see much. The camera couldn't see much. At one point the wind came onshore and was blowing mist into the camera lenses and into the stream tent. It was a little bit. Okay, we got 50 plus men longboard, Scott, and final heat 3. Red, Dan Hasselshort.
Oh, Dan the man, Hasselshort.
Yeah, the black sword. And white, Dan Murdy.
Dan Murdy in white.
Yellow, Robert Fletcher.
And yellow Robert Fletcher. So it looks like this another 3. I think they all went a little hard at the Tasty Tiki watching the music last night. Couple no-shows.
Yeah, I don't see any blue or green.
I tried to watch Dan Hasselsort's shortboard heat yesterday. I got a story about that. That was like one of the last heats of the day. And that might be him on the longboard, taking off on a left.
Oh, almost pearls. Let's watch that again in instant replay. Oh, yeah. That's a single fin Dan Murdy. You know, I think Dan Murdy can control all Murdys, and so he just kind of pulls his magic back. Oh, makes him pearl. Speaking of Murdy there, Scott.
Yeah, Dan's such a nice guy, good shaper. I never seen him skateboard, but I guess he's an amazing skateboarder. He has a nice little homemade skate ramp, skate park in his house.
I thought he had a little bit of a concrete
And that could be true.
in his yard or something.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Looks like Dan is trying for a little corner. Let's see if he can stroke into that with that Murdy surfboard. Here he goes up and right in towards the right. Not going to do it for him on that right. There's possibly a little left, but it probably would have been the same outcome. Just trying to make something happen. Robert Fletcher looking to go. Let's see. And Dan Murdy farther out on the corner. Dan Murdy on the right, unable to get around that. Just going to ride that in, see if he can score any kind of points out of it. As Dan Hasselswart, a bigger wave out the back, screaming down the line. Tried to float that a little bit, came down, and a nice clean finish on the kick out.
Instant replay brought to you by Lotus Surf. Here's Dan Murdy's replay. They call this pearling, like diving for pearls.
There's a nice, probably some of the larger waves we've seen this morning. It looks like a nice little 4-wave set out the back now. Let's see if the surfers can get out there and in position. They make it around that one. There's 2 more I see out the back. Looks like Dan Hasselschwartz on the corner of a bigger, larger wave. He's up and going, pulling right into the, he's definitely in the pocket.
I think he just got a little bit of a cover-up.
Yeah.
Let's see that on the instant replay.
Nice critical takeoff. Was sort of hanging in there and did make it through that, down the line on that wave.
Here he is dropping in, grabbing rail. Ooh, just a little cover up there. I wonder if that's going to give him any points.
Here goes Dan Murdy. Unable to do much with this one. Shut down on him real quick.
We got Scott Siegel on the mic, as well as Johnny Knapp running the main cam today. Thanks, Johnny. Special thanks to Mike Harrington as well for running the audio down on the beach. I've never heard a crisper, cleaner sound than whatever he's doing down there.
And Dan Hasselschwartz getting one last wave, did a little footwork just in the previous wave right there. this is a final, so we're not going to be able to give you the live heat scores. So, the competitors will find out at the award ceremony. Where's that going to be this year, Casey? Is that going to be up at Aussie Surf Shop and the Tasty Tiki?
Typically, they do that down on the beach.
Okay, so it's back on the beach this year.
I think for the Surf Jam, they do it up at the shop. But I couldn't say for sure. I think we'll be on the beach, though, because usually they do it where they do the raffle.
Hey, Casey, we got a present that someone gave us for a keychain. Would you like this?
Let's take a look at the cam here. What you got for me there, buddy?
I don't think you want to show this on the cam.
Where did this come from? We won't be showing that on the cam, folks. Should we toss it over to Johnny? Dan Hasselschwert.
I don't believe Dan has competed in several years. He's coming out there catching tons of waves. He's just got a beast out there.
Dan's competing because he turned 50 this year. Every 10 years. So next time you'll see Dan Hasselschwert competing, he will be 60 years old.
Once again, let's see what Dan can do on this little left. It's a punchy little suck out and shut down on him.
I love that punchy little suck out. I've never heard that one.
Well, this wave's just doing so many different things right now with the low tide. I actually think it might be really contestable once that tide pushes in for another couple feet, though, later in the day. But we got a little behind schedule from yesterday, so we're running straight through as Dan Murdy tries to stroke into a decent right. Just not able to get in front of it. Here comes Robert Fletcher. Didn't catch that one. And I do see a little marine layer. I hate to report it, but can you see those boats out there? A little marine layer seems to be.
Thankfully, I can see those boats.
Yeah. I'm hoping we have this clarity throughout the day.
Is it just me, or does the word boat kind of makes me laugh a little bit? You say that? You ever say boat? Just say boat.
Boat. Break out another 1,000.
Break out another 1,000. You imagine having shoes that look like little boats? Boat shoes. What's that out in the water with them? It looks like a stick or seaweed or something.
Biggest shark ever.
200 feet long. In the future, there'll be robot megalodons. Oop, I'm not sure where Johnny's going at here. He's zooming all the way into somebody's face.
Johnny is a good cameraman, actually.
He's really working it good.
Yeah. Robert Fletcher, let's see if he can get into one.
Oh, he needed another stroke or two.
Just slightly over 4 minutes, surfers. Slightly over 4 minutes.
I wonder what happened to Matthew Hamilton. Too many cervezas last night, I bet.
Let's see if this can do it. Oh, Dan Murdy on. Now this one's open for him. It's a smaller wave, but let's see if he can make it all the way through into that re-entry section. Little bank there. Redirects. Little switch stance and then off the back. Looks like a better set. Dan Hasselsordt looks like he might be in position. There's another larger set as he strokes in on his right. Grabs a little rail. That one's not going to do it for him, but he has a couple waves that are decent scores, so he's sitting pretty well at the time.
I'd say it's pretty clear this heat Dan Hasselschwart's going to take it. He's gotten the most quality waves out of all the surfers.
Are the Hasselsorts related to the Hasselhoffs? Is he a different place in Germany?
It's a distant cousin, kind of like how spiders are related to crab.
There's a beautiful set, surfers. If you can get out there, is a nice 2-wave, possibly 3-wave set coming. I don't think anybody's out far enough. Look at that right, just screaming down. Nobody's going to score on that. Might be 1 or 2 more behind that.
Bummer.
There is one more wave.
We got dogs on the beach.
Well, let's see if Dan Hasselsordt can just whip around on this one.
Turn and burn.
It'd be a turn and burn. That one's not going to do it. It's going to shut down too fast.
What's up, Audrey? That's cool. Well, he's doing it.
Yeah. Do you want me to take over for him?
I gave him your money. You can take over if you want, but like,
He gets money.
yeah, you can do it if you want. Don't jump on the mic.
Jump on the mic.
Yeah. Yeah. Here. Yeah, you're commentator. Dan, and Robert.
We got Audrey Clunas up on the mic. Good surfer from around the Newport area. Currently living in Corvallis, doing her schooling.
What's up, guys? Hey, guys.
Welcome. You're up early today. Did you make it to the tiki for the after party last night?
Only for a little bit. I went home and crashed. It was so fun, though.
Yeah. Were you at the beach all day?
I was at work all day and then
Oh.
here after.
Oh, that sounds like a big, brutal day.
Full of Aussies. So much fun.
Well, the owner of Aussies, Daniel Hasselsordt, and sometimes they call him Hasselhoff, he looks like to be winning this men's over 50 longboard division right now.
Not surprising.
At the current situation, they're still, let's see our time.
13 seconds.
I think with 13 seconds. One last good wave coming in. Dan Murdy up and right, and it doesn't look like he's going to get around that section, though. And there goes the horn.
Buzzer beater.
That might be one of his better waves.
Has there been a cornhole contest yet today?
I don't know that we're having a cornhole contest this year, but there is cornhole on the beach. So if you feel up to it, grab a team member and an opposing team of 2. Get your cornhole on.
I don't know what this game you speak of is, but where I grew up, they just called it beanbag toss.
Whatever works.
Coming up next, 13 and 19 women longboard finals. Heat 1 in red, Sophia Carlucci. White, Olivia Richardson. Yellow, Abby Boudet. And in blue, Jade Roseanne. Or Rosenny.
It's almost easier just to watch the screen for sure. It's hard.
Are you out of here?
We have a super nice day today, especially compared to yesterday. We got a little drizzle, a little fog monster coming in. Today, at least we can see, the judges can see, which makes for a nice contest situation.
See it? Even a little bit of blue sky over there.
Yeah, I
Got
think
a
we
nice day.
maybe we'll get the break. Were you packed when super busy over at the shop yesterday?
It was pretty busy. It was pretty consistently just a good flow. A lot of happy people.
Is there a lot of out-of-towners in this weekend just because of the surf event? Does that bring in a lot of people into the Newport area?
Yeah, it's super cool. I got to meet a lot of people from all over, and that was a lot of fun. Help them find a good board or chat about the contest. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We have a little switch stance right there. Could you see a color on that, Audrey?
Looked like... No, I could not. Maybe blue.
I think that was jade and blue.
Here's yellow.
And there's on the beach the Tor, the Rock Nest Monster. Did pretty well in his heat, finding some good long corners.
He's got a sick board. I love that color.
Yeah, and he actually tried to bust out, do a little helicopter nose ride on that thing. That's a big single fin to bust out. I wonder if that's the board he was riding in his heat. White up and running, Olivia Richardson.
Blue as well. Right on the clean part of the wave. Woohoo.
Good smooth style, nice stance. Jade looking really composed on her board.
Do you know why we don't have the scores?
Because it's a final.
Oh. Makes sense. Okay.
What age group is that?
13 and 19.
13 to 19, the women's final right now. Finishing up today. Most of these heats you're going to see today are going to be finals and semifinals. So these are people that made it through their first heats yesterday. A little different format. I think they're taking the combined score of yesterday's and today. Is that correct, Casey?
That is
Liver.
correct. Everybody surfed at least twice.
White's up again. Woohoo.
Instant replay brought to you by Lotus Surf.
And there's blue Jade up and riding, reverses directions there.
The waves look just perfect for these longboarders this morning.
Yeah, I really enjoy watching the women's longboarding, especially just on the pro level right now. It's just amazing. Do you ever watch any of the contests on the WSL, or
I do, yeah, I definitely do.
do you like riding longboards yourself, or are you more of a shortboarder?
I like longboards. I like longboards on a fun, smallish day.
Yeah.
Kind of like today. What about you? Do you longboard?
I love longboarding. Yeah, there's just so many. Right now there's two different aspects of it. There's a lot of people are riding like the traditional and doing a lot of the footwork, mainly going for nose rides, just more bigger boards, just trying to like where it's more designed basically for more of a point wave where you're getting to sort of like we'll call it a dance on the wave with footwork. And then there's the others that more of direction changes up and down. Sort of a lot of the guys in Hawaii still ride I wouldn't call them, they ride 9-foot plus boards, but they're more like big board riders, but they ride pipeline with them. They smash the lip with them. They do airs with them. So there's
That's impressive.
couple different disciplines in the longboarding.
I think I like a cross between the two.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's where they're going right now. That's up and riding. Is that Jade once again in blue?
I believe so.
Really composed style. I like that. Her keeping her hands down low. That's one of the things that they're really going to in the traditional longboarding is making it as graceful as possible and not a lot of upper arm swinging. So it's like your lower body and your upper body are in sync. You're not speaking Russian upper body and English lower body.
Yeah, she flowed with that wave. That looked good.
Trevor Tice up at the announcer's booth, a young ripper, one of the great white hopes from the Newport area.
Thanks, Scott.
Seeing him just dramatically progressing through the years.
Yeah, look how stacked this heat is. We got a bunch of rippers. Sofia Carlucci, Olivia Richardson, Abby Boudry, and Jade Rosine. So basically, we have the best surfers in this division in the Pacific Northwest in this heat. So pretty entertaining stuff.
That's what I love about finals day. It just brings the best of the best, and we see a lot of local names or names that we've seen around at least a few times. Makes it so cool.
Except for Jade, she actually drove here from Canada, from Ucluelet. So that's pretty dang far.
Where is that?
That's on Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
Oh, okay. Euclid.
Yep, and that's one city over from Tofino, which is where they hold the Rip Curl Nationals.
Right. Yeah, Tofino. I was amazed. That place is, who would think that far north would be one of the biggest, like, Huntington Beach surf towns, huh?
Yep, it's Huntington Beach of Canada.
Yeah. Look at this set there, Trevor. Nice. Nobody's out far enough, but I don't know if they could have done anything with that. Looked like it closed out a little bit, but there's one or two more behind that now.
Yep. Shout out to White Rabbit Espresso for providing the coffee for the judges and for providing this epic snacks.
So, Trevor, how many times have you been up to Tofino? Have you competed up there?
Yeah, so I competed in the Rip Curl Nationals twice. This was my second time competing. And earlier this year, I was one of the judges for the Royal Canadian Longboard Championship.
Oh, cool. Who do we got going right there? That is
That's Jade.
That's Jade.
There you go. Canada, represent.
Nice. And completing that wave, still going. Let's see if she can do something into that
Ooh.
closeout section.
Looked like she stepped up her board a little bit.
And that's Leslie Meyer's longboard. So you have a Canadian riding a North Shore Hawaiian surfboard.
Leslie Meyer, sponsored by Sunflower Surfboards.
Yeah, so I actually rode that board in my longboard heat yesterday too. Same exact one. And it's the Louis Ferreira 9.2.
What'd you think of that board? Looks like it's getting lots of love.
It's got that round pintail, and it's got a 3-fin setup on it, so it's really, really loose, and it's like a rocket ship, basically. I mean, you could see even when Jade lost her balance there, she was on one foot, the board wanted to accelerate.
I got to watch you from the comforts of my own couch yesterday. I had the live feed on, and it happened to be on your longboard.
Sweet.
Interesting to see you compete in longboard events now. You enjoy it?
Oh, God, I used to fall asleep watching Endless Summer every night.
You used to fall asleep because the excitement, or fall asleep because it was just a fixture at your house?
I think it was the sandals. I think that was it.
I think the last time I saw you on a longboard was at this contest last year.
That's right, but I was riding a different board. I was riding a Joey Hawkins board. So it's interesting that we can't see the scores because it is the final. Although the final isn't exactly the final because these surfers didn't have to advance. They just surfed twice overall, and their scores got added from both heats. So I guess it's the final, but
It's a little different format, yeah. And thanks for filling me in. I just, I'm a show usually on the finals day here, and we changed it up a little bit. But I liked your strategy yesterday in the longboard. I liked you started off with a couple fin first takeoffs, which it's sort of when you got something you got to make some scores. This changes it up a little bit, and I like the way you were throwing that board around too.
thanks, Scott. It's really fun to mess around and try and ride the board in different ways, especially riding a longboard because I ride a shortboard every day. The thing about doing those fins first takeoffs is that I give a bunch of surf lessons, so I'm riding the soft top doing that thing every single day.
Oh, that's where you got your practice, because that's
Yeah.
that's a lot of practice if you think about it. If you do that, as many lessons as you teach up at Aussie Surf Shop, that's a lot of fin first takeoffs.
Yep. Pretty soon I'm going to turn into a fin.
All right, we're going to have the SUP contest starting right here. We got a name call from you, Casey.
Coming up next, stand-up paddleboarding.
Well, we still have 2 minutes, though, in the women's.
Like many surfers, stand-up paddleboarding is kind of a dirty word. But when it comes to watching live at Agate Beach, it's actually one of my favorite heats to watch. You know they're going to get a lot of waves, and you can always see them. And there's no excuses to not catch waves.
This heat's not over, though, yet. We got a minute left in the drill.
Minute 30 seconds remaining in the 13 to 19 women longboard final heat 1.
So just looking back on that wave that Jade Rosine just caught, she did footwork. She caught it on the outside, went right all the way to the inside. That might be the high score of the heat. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's still time on those longboards. You can get yourself back out in less than a minute. And if your hands leave the rails before the horn sounds, then your wave counts.
I think that's what I love about longboards. You can just kind of get everywhere on them. Paddle around and then paddle into your wave from wherever, and they're just a blast.
Olivia Richardson just got herself another score posted on the board. I don't think it's going to improve her situation, but it is within that last minute like we just talked about.
Audrey, do you do stand-up paddle a little bit?
I do stand-up paddle in a lake and a river, mostly for a summer camp.
Oh, okay.
We've got kind of a community summer camp that Aussies puts on with the Parks and Rec department every year. And we teach kids anywhere from 5 to 16 how to stand up paddleboard and then take them out and enjoy our natural beauty here.
Yeah, that's awesome. You haven't tried it in the ocean, even small day?
I've not tried it in the ocean.
It's such a difference the first time you go out when you're just in the ocean, you know. But then it's just like anything. It's like riding a bike. You know, you just your legs go with the bumps.
Yeah, I bet it would be pretty fun.
It's really super fun because you were saying, you know, you get anywhere with your longboard, and like I went out last week when we just had that small little south swell, and over at Otter Rock. It was probably waist high and just on the stand-up paddleboard, and I can't believe the different perspective. I saw so many whales. I saw
yeah.
harbor
Speaking
seals.
of whales, we've got stand-up paddleboards, non-age, non-gender, round one, heat one, starting
All right.
in just a few seconds. In red, Lars Richardson. White, Tony Powell. Yellow, Kenny Anderson. Blue, Jay Sinewald.
Oh, we're seeing.
Green, Mark McDonough. Orange, Luke Spencer.
Wow, we have some good accomplished surfers here. Jay Senwell he used to tear that thing up. I don't think he competed last year, and this is the start of it. And Lars Richardson from Coos Bay, he's great on a shortboard, great on his big wave board. And what color we got there?
White.
Got Tony. That was a nice long ride. Oh,
I think Tony is he from Washington?
I don't know anything about Tony Powell.
Hood River we had, yeah. Tony from Hood River. I remember watching him, a good surfer. He was really pumping that board down the line. He got a great stacked heat right here.
there's a lot of stand-up paddleboarding in Hood River.
You know who really loves stand-up paddleboarders? Johnny Knapp.
All right, good set right here. Someone stroking in. Give me a color.
Looks like yellow.
Yellow and red.
Oh.
Red is up as well.
Now going down the line, pumping that wave up and down. Good snap. Right back into the light. Really put that board on rail.
Lars Richardson.
That was Lars Richardson. I had marbles in my mouth. Lars Richardson. Man, I'd say that was one of the better snaps I've seen all morning. And I'm sure he's probably riding close to a 9-foot board. He really put that thing on edge, threw it right back into the hook. Oh, 2 surfers going.
Three up.
I don't know how the judge it. Nice snap off the top. That was
Tony Powell.
Tony from Hood River. I don't know how that plays out.
Lars is back up going down the line again.
That is for the judges, luckily, to decide, not us, how that wave plays out.
Jay Sinewald, local Ripper. Ripper Supper.
Using his paddle there to kind of slow him down. Almost ran over some people.
Is a ripper supper like a river supper?
I hope not.
It's like a ripper otter and a river otter. All right. Here goes Tony again. Hood River off the top. He's really throwing that board up. It's not going to be able to come down with that one. He went a little bit late on that.
I think that might have been yellow, Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, I saw yellow as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, your eyes are a little younger than mine, so I'm going to go and acquiesce to you. That was yellow. I see it now. The sun's coming out a little bit on that jersey.
Yeah, it makes it hard when we have just silhouettes out there.
Yeah, that would have been a nice wave. He came up to do that re-entry, came up at a nice angle, just unable to throw that board around. Just a little late, but he's going to try again on an inside one. Looks like he's stroking in.
Yeah, Yeah, he's got it down the line.
That wave's just not going to shape up for him, so he's going to get back out there quick.
Special thanks to White Rabbit for providing coffee and treats this morning. White Rabbit Coffee. Anybody know where they're located?
All right, that looks like Jay Sennenwald coming at us right now on the inside left.
Jay Sinewald used to be a prone surfer till he ended up getting a shoulder injury. That's why he started supping, and then he never went back.
Yeah, he goes to Chicama in Peru with a group and one of the longest lefts ever, and he claims that is one of his favorite places to go stand-up paddling. All right, it looks like, give me a color that looks like white.
White and maybe red on the split. No? Yellow? Yeah, yellow's still up. I want to go to Peru. That's high up on my list. That's super cool that Jay was in there.
Audrey, if they're still up, how can they still be up when they're always up? They're stand up.
He fell at the end of that wave.
Oh, wait.
Lars Richardson going for the hollow section.
Lars, long wave.
Biffs it.
From our scores now, this must not be, we're actually getting scores live here now. It looks like Lars Richardson sitting up with a 3.0 in the lead. I don't know. Luckily, I'm not judging, but I thought that turn of that first turn, if that was Lars right there on the rail turn, might have been even higher than that.
We've got 9 minutes left, so I bet some more will happen.
Okay, nice long right here. Give me a color.
Blue.
Paddles up in the air.
Jay Sinewald.
Is that Jay Sennenwald? There he goes.
He likes those, I believe it's the War Dog brand of stand-up paddleboards.
Yeah, that was a nice long right.
War Dog or War Hog?
They're able to get into these waves a little easier right now, and we're seeing longer rides down the line being ridden. So just it's a little bit the timing of getting in earlier and seeing that wave coming and getting towards that shoulder. So we're actually seeing a lot of completed rides in this event. Pretty exciting from our stand. Two, and way down on the right, a nice ride up and down.
Almost everybody went for that wave.
Everybody went, and is that Lars all the way at the end?
Yeah, Lars was on the clean part of that wave. Everybody else kind of made it through the closeout there.
That's sometimes hard to call. There's 6 surfers in the water, and 3 of them are going on one set wave.
Johnny Knapp zooming into the pimple on the back of this guy's head. Whoa. What's happening?
Audrey, do you have any favorites out here? Any Audrey's picks? Who you thinks might take the gold?
Well, I've heard a lot about Lars over the years. I had his brother as my PE teacher in high school.
She's talking about Ollie, the real deal Richardson.
Yeah. They come from a historic surfing family, especially in Oregon.
Yeah, we had his dad up here yesterday, Spike.
And
We've got a couple of surfing families, the Tices, the Richardsons, and the Jessels.
yeah,
Can't think of any others right now. Oh, the Hasselschwartz, too. I suppose you got Daniel Hasselschwartz and Daniel Hasselschwartz.
We've got cousin Scott as well.
Cousin Scott's participating?
No, but he longboards. He's out in the water.
Lars
Not getting
is
scored.
Lars and Ollie are truly stand-up guys, and I mean stand-up surfer guys and stand-up guys. And look at that, looks like
Look at him
Lars.
standing up.
That looks like Lars right there on the. He's going for that smart and a nice.
He hit the lip.
Yeah, nice Rio right there. He just threw it up on that rooftop section. He's going with a good strategy. I think he's been out here scoping the break. He knows that that little south peak is sometimes the one that you can get the runner on, and he went down there.
Yeah, it's almost like he's surfed here his whole life.
Oh, stroking in. Nice right. Give me a color.
Yellow or orange?
I think it was yellow.
Sorry, we're having trouble from our viewpoint right here.
That's blue. Oh. Yellow blocks out blue. Is that some sort of foul or something, Scott?
No, I don't think on that wave. But we've had that one wave when we had 3 surfers go. That's going to be interesting.
Well, it's just kind of almost a little paddle battle just now.
Yeah, technically, as it's the surfer closest to the peak. But when you have these waves that have so many different wedge sections in them, they're basically coming in one long wall with several wedge points. It can be challenging to tell who is really at the peak of the wave because there's not a lot of direction. But here's a nice set out the back. Let's see if anybody can get to that one on the north corner.
Tony Powell paddling for
Yeah, it looks
something.
like, let's see, he's just going to get in a little bit on the shoulder, but this one might peel for him. He's a couple good strokes. He's up and gliding. Nice little slash cut back. Redirects to the pocket. Oh, and just can't hold on there. And yellow in position.
What's up, buddy?
Taking the high line. Screaming. And now we have a little wave in front. That's going to be an interesting call.
Is that green still up? Oh. Yellow.
No, we don't. My phone's at 2%, and it was dead all day yesterday, and so we have no vision this at all. Oh, that's yes, that's. I can't believe you updated me. How's it going, Scott?
Good to see you.
You too. Good morning, Audrey.
Good morning. Do you need a charger?
Do you have a portable charger?
I think I do in my car.
Here. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have one, Casey? Thanks, Audrey.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
This guy?
Nope. I've got it's in my pocket right here.
Oh, here, just plug it in.
Okay. Thank you.
We had somebody up. Blue's trying to maybe make that wave happen. No.
Over there.
You're maxed out.
No, right there. Right
Oh,
there.
okay. I'll
Outside.
Go. Okay, I'll go
Right
around.
inside
Thank
the Johnny
you.
does it.
We had a head judge and local teacher and Ripper here in the tent with us.
Mr. Kirk Tice. I like to add the Mr. to it. Sounds so much more official than saying Kirk.
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing, Mr. Tice?
Oh, pretty good. Happy to be here.
What do can you give us a little read? Oh, we got her up riding, taking a high line, and decides to pull out of that one. It looks like as we're getting a little tide push, I'm seeing a little more open waves. What are you seeing out there?
I'm hoping for some shoulders because yesterday during my heat, it was all about the closeouts. You couldn't buy a shoulder out there at low
I
tide.
saw that. You were surfing real late in the day, like one of the last heats of the day. I was watching from the comforts of my couch with a nice cold beverage in hand, and I was watching. And you can make mountains out of anthills, and that looked like you were struggling a little bit yesterday. How did you do in that? Or you haven't got the results?
No, like my best wave had 3 moves.
Okay, that's
and
good.
The second best wave had 2, but to find those 2 waves took the whole 15 minutes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And then today I'll be surfing at a higher tide, so should be a lot better.
Good. It was on the drain, but yeah, I saw that was just like, I felt pain having to watch you guys have to try to do that, surf that.
Yeah, it's just not doing the bounce But at higher tide, it'll come on. I'm sure it's going to be really, really good at high tide today.
So you just got back from the contest and you took first place in the men's in Virginia Beach.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Kirk.
You are the
Thank
East
you.
Coast, West Coast champion.
Yeah, I've now won the West Coast Pro-Am Championship at Seaside Reef in San Diego. I've won now the East Coast Championship. I won a state championship, and I won multiple national championships, NSSA national championships. So I've rung all the bells,
That's-
so it feels complete now.
Oh, here we go. Is that? Can you give me a color on that right all the way down? I don't think that's going to be one of the better scores anyway, so that's not going to better his cause. But yeah, I think that's great. So now that you're
Here we
the
go. We got
There's
white.
white and blue.
now that you're the East Coast champion, do you have to wear like gold necklaces and grow like chest hair?
Well, they gave me a whole list of stuff I have to do now, and I'm just I'm doing my best. I'm getting started, but one of them is trying to defend my title here today. But there are a lot of
Nice.
good dudes in my division. It's not going to be easy.
That was a good wave for White right there on his backhand through a couple top turns.
It was actually yellow Kenny Anderson.
Oh, that was Kenny Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell
all
you
right.
what, Tice,
I'm
why
glad,
don't you get over here on the camera?
I'm glad we have some younger eyes than. And I'm glad that I'm not a judge either, because the scores would be all over the map.
You have your own contest coming up too, right? Do you want to talk about that?
The what? Oh yeah,
I
so
think Lars is up before the
Yeah.
horn, so this
that
might
was
count.
a nice
Yeah.
finish for Red. And then, so the event I put on every year, the Northwest Surf Jam, I postponed it from summer this year. We're going to do it in the winter because 10 years ago we started off the Northwest Surf Jam in the month of January. So for the 10-year anniversary, I want to bring it back to a winter event to kind of like bookend it. And so we're looking forward to that. We'll do man-on-man bracket, just do that type of format. And that's what we've been doing last few years, doing man-on-man competition, and it makes it really exclusive.
And how does anybody get involved in that? Can they sign up? Or is it invite or sign up?
Yeah, I'll invite people, and they'll be signing up in live heats, and it'll be pretty cool. Looking forward to it, and it will be a mobile event, so we'll run it based on where the best waves are going to be, and that's the idea: get the best surfers and the best waves, and looking forward to it. Yep.
Green.
Green up and out. What division is this, Scott?
We are on.
Stand-up paddleboarding, non-age, non-gender, round 1, heat 2.
Yeah, this is the Heat 2 now.
Can you repeat that, Casey?
Stand-up paddleboard, non-age, non-gender, round 1, heat 2. Red, Spike Richardson. White, Annie Atkinson. Yellow, James McGrain. Blue, George DeSoto. And green, Timothy Gunther.
That looks like George. Oh, that could have been George.
There's
DeSoto.
George paddling right there.
Right here.
And he's out. Do you want to sit? No. Okay. Oh, how soon is that coming up?
What about you, Kirk? Do you do any stand-up paddling?
I did that down at Honeyman Lake about a year ago.
Yeah.
And in the lake, the north winds down there, south of Florence, were
Oh.
so strong that there were these little waves pushing into the cove on the south end,
Yeah.
and it was
Spike
filled with
Richardson.
lily pads. And so I was like surfing these little waves. They were all green inside a enclosure of
Nice,
spruce
yeah.
trees. It was the most surreal thing I've ever surfed in my life.
Oh,
It
that
was-
is amazing.
Yeah.
Was that Spike that went all the way through, Casey?
Got to see a instant replay. Of Spike
We're gonna have
here.
to put that on.
Yeah,
And,
and here's
give me a color
yellow.
on the outside.
That's
Which-
yellow, white. Okay. Anyway, that's the extent, or up Beaver Creek, but it's not something that I would pursue doing. I just like riding my shortboards, and that if that were no longer fun, then maybe I'd do something else. But
That makes
it's
sense.
still fun riding what I ride.
You remember Luke Egan, right? Luke Egan.
Last time we surfed against each other in the OP Pro, I defeated him.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's,
He was defeated.
yeah.
Finish him.
I have a picture of me going like 12 o'clock vert backside, and Luke is in the orange jersey paddling across right behind me in the picture frame. It's pretty cool.
Okay, give me a color. Oh, that was a good little peak. I think that one could have been the corner. Well, let's see. There's a couple waves out the back. We got a color. Who's stroking in there, Casey?
White. Ann Atkinson.
Ann Atkinson. Late takeoff. Whoop, his board took off without him. I could see that wave was jacking up.
Her.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the name there?
Ann Atkinson.
Oh,
Okay,
Ann
so
Atkinson.
I'm going to have to get back over to the judges' tower, but it's been nice chatting with you guys
What-
and everyone watching. Aloha.
Wait, aren't you head judge of this contest?
Yeah, but they actually let me take a break today to come over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yesterday was a rough day.
Thanks for stopping
Man.
by, Kurt.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
buddy.
Oh,
Have fun, bud.
yes. That left.
Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Give me a color there.
James, yellow and yellow.
Annie Atkinson is white.
Annie?
Just Ann.
Or Ann.
I don't know. Could be Annie. Well, if we just rotate Annie to Ann, we'll have it 50% of the time.
Some people showing up at the beach right now. Looks like we're going to have a nice day down here. And what time's the beer garden open up there? I think around 11, 12 o'clock.
I was wondering that same question.
Couple alkies up here.
No, I'm just giving a shout out. Ninkasi Brewery, one of our sponsors.
We should run through our sponsor list. We've got some
Yeah.
amazing ones. They deserve some credit.
Yeah, we got one of our main Aussie's Surf Shop, Ninkasi Brewing. Tasty Tiki, that's James. Go see James. Just even if you just go up there to say hello, he's a character, serves some delicious Hawaiian food. Pura Vida Surf Shop down there in Otter Rock and the city of Newport. You want to give a shout out to some of our gold sponsors?
Yeah, our gold sponsors are Selkie Soulwork, South Beach Surf Shop, Newport Surf Shop, Murdy Surfboards, Soul Surfboards, Oceana Natural Food Cooperative, and Agate Beach Motel. I believe we have Soul and Murdy Surfboards, those founders, out surfing today.
Yeah, and I think usually Michael Soul.
That's
usually,
called a banana.
sometimes he has a board in the raffle. He did last year.
Chaquita.
Yeah, I think Murdy and Soul both have boards.
They
in
have
the
raffle
raffles.
boards. And we got the Surf Rider Foundation. Make
I
a
think he's looking at the banana.
show up there. I don't know if Charlie Plyben, the director, is here today, but go say hello. They do so much for keeping the water, keeping our water quality checked, keeping the beaches clean.
You know what I love about surfboards is you can use them as a table. You put your bananas on them or whatever else you want.
Yeah, for your fruit.
Coffee table. The Soul board that is in the raffle, I think, is a fun fish twin fin.
Yeah, he makes a. That's what he does. He makes a good pick. Oh, on the corner. Can you give me a color? That was a nice
Yellow,
one.
James.
No going right now.
Also red Spike Richardson.
Spike Richardson. Also
Both still up.
volunteering. He's riding a twin fin, still going. Look at that. Into the closeout
Wow.
section and banked it. That was definitely a solid long scoring wave.
I think that might have been the best sup wave we've seen today.
Yeah.
Ooh, a big splash.
And white. All right.
I've never seen Spike surf before, but I've heard a lot about it.
I'll tell you what, he rode that wave solid, and he did a nice finishing maneuver, and he's looking how far down the beach he is. He is almost out of the contest area at this point.
He basically is. He's got a long paddle back. Good thing he's on a sup.
Like I said, when he was announcing last year, he made 6 or more trips carrying heavy equipment up to the parking lot. And that was after sitting here announcing all day and surfing twice. So I'm sure it won't take him that long to get back out.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Absolute beast. Can you give me a color on that little right corner?
That looks like
Oh.
blue.
Oh, that's not going to help them out. That won't help either of their situations. That wave wasn't in scoring potential. Somebody stroking in here. It looks like orange from my angle.
James McGrain.
In yellow.
Johnny still working the camera?
Yes.
Hey, Casey.
Yeah.
Can I hold a mic and then just look and get up on that TV on the monitor? It'd be so much easier looking
Why
on
don't
that.
you switch with Audrey?
Oh, is that okay with
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh,
It'll be closer.
That's a good idea.
oh, sorry. And are these headsets?
That's what we had Spike do yesterday.
Okay. Here, you probably way better on this than I do. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You give me those. Okay. I'll just use the same.
oh, sorry. There you go.
And Atkinson getting a nice long right-hander.
Hey, Case, can I make this come out here? The arm? Or is that all?
We can hear. We can hear.
Is that first?
You want to face that way?
That would be great.
Let's see.
This is good. That's fine. That's good. All right. Blue. Trying to stroke in. George DeSoto.
George DeSoto's got a great landscaping company.
Yeah, what's it called? After the morning surf?
I believe so. Tell it how it is.
So you're going to get your grass cut, your weeds taken care of after the morning surf. As we got a rider up in blue. There's George DeSoto right there working it up and down. Let's see if we can get another turn.
Woo!
Yep, nice little cutback. He's still going. Still going. Going to complete this wave.
Nice finish out.
George DeSoto, that's going to get him on the board.
Instant replay brought to you by Lotus Surf.
Lotus Surf has a cool booth down on the beach and up in the parking lot. They've got some fun, eco-friendly, beautiful surfboards and some great people to chat to that know a lot about them and care a lot about our environment.
Yeah, did you get a chance to look at the surfboards? I saw the ad on our live feed What are they doing with their surfboards? They doing some kind of bioresin or something?
They are, yeah. They're using agave plants to kind of.
Oh, the agave system, huh?
Yeah. Are you familiar?
I am. Look, Cuervo did something where they doing.
Jose.
Yeah, Jose Cuervo. He's not a shaper. He makes good. Oh, I guess it depends on who you ask about tequila, but Cuervo was doing something at the Kelly Slater Surf Ranch, and they had the Cuervo Challenge, and they were featuring all the guys had to ride the agave surfboard. They look really cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, they're really pretty. I don't know how they make all of it like kind of form together. I learned a little bit about it yesterday as I was closing the shop.
Yeah.
And it sounded amazing. They're just trying to make it as eco-friendly as good for our environment and lower all of the carbon footprints.
Yeah, I heard someone, they were saying, I thought they said this surfboard sucks, but they actually said this surfboard's a succulent.
Well, the surfboard does suck, and it's kind of a carbon sink. So they use the agave plants that die, and so those plants would give off CO2 when they are decomposing.
Yeah.
But instead, they press them into a surfboard, so that's stealing the CO2 that would get released into our atmosphere, contributing to the carbon footprint that we want to decrease. So they're doing amazing work.
Well, I'm going to check those out. I'll check them out at the award ceremony.
For sure. And they're local. I think they're out of Seattle and Portland.
George, that's Spike. Look at Spike. He's just been tearing it up. Now he switches directions, decides to go left. Nice poised stance. Let's see if he can hold on here through the inside. He has that nice right.
He didn't ride as far, but he had an amazing long wave earlier. That was good additional wave for that.
Looks like the judges took sort of kindly to George DeSoto's last score. If he can, what we're getting on the live feeds right now, he's sitting in the lead. We don't have the combined scores, but he got a 6.13, sitting in the lead right now by close to 4 points.
Yeah, his last couple waves, he had some really nice turns, which I feel like on those big sups could be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, George is an all-around good surfer, and he's got that dialed in and knows how to use the paddle. And basically, they're just riding like what you would consider a performance surfboard, just blown up like if you had a magnifying machine and just blow up a regular board. So they're able to throw those around and do some good turns on them. And we got a rider up. Let's see if we can get a camera in on that. That looks like George once more.
Yeah, buzzer beater. George coming in, using his paddle. That's the cool thing I like about subs is they can use their paddle to kind of help them turn while they're riding the wave.
Oh, acted like a huge pivot. Yeah, you stick that paddle, that's a lot of resistance. That'll just whip that board around. But it's going to be interesting how this all comes up in the end because we just had a close buzzer beater, and it looked like Spike Richardson might be up on top at the end. We'll have to see. I don't believe George's last score came through.
Sub is kind of cool because it's like whitewater kayaking and surfing combined. And I like both of those things.
Well, it sounds like you're in the next of a development. You got to get out there. You grab a sup over at Aussie Surf Shop, and there's that nice Jimmy Loosh you should try.
There is, yeah. I use that on the on our reservoir here.
Yeah.
I love how many dogs show up on the beach on this contest day. All the dogs make new friends, and so do we.
These two dogs right in front, they seem like nice friends.
I bet this is their first 5 minutes ever knowing each other.
Yep. Sniff, sniff.
Who do we have in the water? We now have, woman's longboard. Woman's shortboard.
That's going to be the next heat. Let's give the call out. We got started right here. First to draw blood is Jade in yellow. We have Sophia Carlucci in red, Leslie Myers in white, Jade is in yellow. Clarissy in blue and Sierra in green. Let's see, do we have 5 out there? I see. Let's wait until this wave calms down. We got 1, 2. Looks like we have 4 in the water at this time.
Who's your pick for this heat?
No, there's 5. There is 5. Just went right over that wave. You said a favorite?
A favorite, yeah.
Well, Sophia's a solid surfer. Jade, I mean, we have a lot of good women in here right now. This is the final. So Leslie Myers is an excellent longboarder. She's just really took to her shortboard this year. That was Jade once again on that last little right.
Yeah, Leslie went to Costa Rica in January, and she was telling me about her shortboarding experience in Costa Rica. Convinced me to go this year.
And you're going, aren't you?
I'm going. I'm
Good
so
for you.
excited.
How many days are you going for?
I don't actually know. I'm not the one planning the trip, so I'm just booking my ticket and along for the ride.
Just gonna roll.
Yeah, I think it's maybe 10 days, maybe more.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. It'll be right in the middle of my winter term. So.
Oh, good. And that's gonna be right in the middle, so you're gonna have to do a lot of makeup work, huh?
Yeah, I might be sitting on the beach in Costa Rica doing some homework.
I'm sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'd rather be in Costa Rica than in class. So. In rainy Corvallis, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
My horse's name is Sierra, so I'm a little bit biased just to Sierra, just because I love that name.
It's a great name, isn't it?
It is. My horse is amazing, so I believe anybody else with that name's got to be too.
Does your horse surf?
I wish. Get her on a stand-up paddleboard.
All right, let's see. Nobody electing to go for that last little wave.
They're all out there waiting for a set.
Oh, here
somebody
we go.
paddling. No, didn't quite get into it, but it was just going to be a closeout, not much power to that wave.
Nice
Red
smack.
up. Sophia.
That's Sophia Carlucci, yeah.
Someone else paddling. It's like white is up. Leslie. Woo. Kind of touched that face of the wave there for a second with her hands.
Sophia last year was just destroying it. I think she would have done real well and could have even placed finals in the men's division last year. She was just surfing so amazing. I think someone correct me if I'm wrong, but did she grow up in Hawaii? Anybody know that?
I have no idea. But I do know that Leslie went to college there.
Leslie sitting out in front. The scores haven't all come through yet, but with a 2.20. Leslie Myers in white.
She channeled her McFanning with that hands in the face move. Not McFanning.
Nice cutback. That looked like Sophia again.
Mikey February. Yellow up.
Jade, all the way, she just had a longboard heat, so she's going sort of back to back, didn't have a lot of rest.
Gotta switch gears, switch out of longboard mode into shortboard.
Yeah, that's sort of tough to do sometimes.
In the winter, I'll go ski and then I'll come out and surf and I'll pop up on my longboard, kind of like I'm on my skis. I'll be like feet first and like, oh wait, switch sports.
Like the ancient Hawaiians riding the big koa boards, right? You just stand
Yeah.
parallel,
Mm-hmm.
drag your foot.
Whatever works.
Do you still get out there and ski a lot? Put a lot of days in the mountain, or is it pretty hard now with school?
It's hard with a busy life, but I definitely try. I love the mountains, but I did find out that I love the ocean more. So I choose surfing over skiing. But skiing is a close second. That freedom in that snow is amazing. You got-
There's Sophia on that long right. Nice little off the top turn.
We had blue on the other side of that wave on the left.
And blue. Clarissa. We apologize in advance for some of the color discrepancies. Like I said, from our viewpoint, we're looking at it live with just our eyeballs, and it's such a, Agate Beach is a very challenging place to call from the cliffs. You get the glare, a little bit of the marine haze, and the colors get real difficult. Luckily for the judges, they have binoculars on, so you don't have to worry about that. The scoring will be accurate. It's just us calling it from our viewpoint.
Got yellow up.
Yep, Yellow Jade working it up and top. Nice top turn for her. Let's see if she can do one more.
Nice little turn.
Gets a little turn, maybe one more little bank even, just trying to add to her score.
Yeah. Canadian. She's representing well for sure.
Making the most with that insider.
Have you spent much time up in Tofina area, Scott?
Just one time. That's where I got, actually had a back injury surfing backside there. And so it was sort of a bummer because we were starting to get some good waves and a lot of camping.
White up, Leslie.
Leslie Myers, a little tap right there. Sort of a shorter wave, but she's throwing her board around. But, God, I would love to go back. We went to a place called Sombrio, and we were camping on the beach. All right, let's see what we got there. That's Sophia on her backside. First good turn. Once more up into the lip. Came unstuck there. But I love the way that she is a top-to-bottom powerful surfer.
We've got blue up again. Just for a little something.
Jade once more. I don't know if that's going to better her score. Here goes Oh, there's Jade right here on her backhand. Just didn't do it for her. That was Sierra on the last wave green. Sorry for that call.
Blue up. And out of that wave, it was just going to fade out.
These
Good
girls
call.
are doing just remarkable for these conditions, They're basically have to generate their own power here. The wave's so sectioned, it's hard to get a good rhythm going. Sophia sitting in first right now with a combined 12.80 score. Pretty commanding lead at the moment. This surfing really powerful. Up again, one more on her backhand, smashes it off the lip. That's a short wave. I don't believe that's going to help her score, but still, all the viewers like to watch this kind of surfing.
Instant replay as well.
Brought to you by Lotus Surf. Bam!
Looks like we've got a nice set coming in finally. Everybody's get out there for it. Well, it's starting to really clear up and be a nice day. Hopefully the waves kind of behave in that same order as well. Looks like I can see all the way down there to Seal Rock.
Look at from our viewpoint, right here against the headland. If you just showed up, you'd be like, "Oh my God, look at this good point break." And it does do that
Once in a while.
once in a while. I got some good videos of it.
I think that's what I love about agates. You never really know what you're going to get, but you're probably going to get something good.
I would say that's pretty much Oregon, too. You know, but I mean, I would say Oregon, every place can be world caliber, and every place can, you might not see it break for another 2-3 years if we've had a round of 20-foot storm surf.
For sure. That storms can really like move around our sandbar and make things funky for a while.
But we have such minimal swell in the water, and still that's the thing about Oregon. It's always contestable. You know, it's just going to get better through the day as the tide pushes in. And right now we're seeing some good completed rides. There's a lot of places in the competitive surf world on the East Coast that they would be really happy to have conditions like this for an event.
That is very true. I was watching the contest that Kirk was just in. All the Tice boys actually were just in, and there was some days where they had barely any waves. They were just trying to find something, and then other days they had a hurricane come in and give them some big storm waves.
Yeah, that was a good timing with that big hurricane that went up the coast.
For sure. I think those East Coast locals didn't know what to do with some of those big waves, but our Pacific Northwest boys felt like they were at home.
You know, everything now, when you're talking about the CT circuit, everything's on a waiting period, so they can at least get, you know, the contest doesn't have to be on that day that's planned. There's a good week waiting period, so they can choose the best dates with the best possible winds and tides. But, you know, unfortunately for local events like this, we have to, you know, when it's green, we got to go, and hopefully Mother Ocean provides. But there's been, before these waiting periods and stuff, there was contests where they bring all the world tour guys over onto the East Coast, and they were seriously running like 30-foot fishing boats 100 yards offshore at like 35 miles an hour trying to create thigh to waist high waves.
What?
And that was typical. That was I forgot there was one big one in Florida. They did that. It might have been Virginia Beach as well.
Got white up.
Nice.
Yellow. Jade again.
Jade, she can throw that board around really well too, like big turns. Let's see if she gets one more hit. Nice hit. Is she going to
that needs a replay.
Been nice if she completed that.
That was a nice left for that goofy footer.
Good work on the cameraman, too.
Yep. I like it. She has a nice low coiled stance, able to explode off the top.
I think this is the best camera work that we've seen so far.
Yeah, Johnny Knapp. Why weren't you on the camera yesterday? You're a great cameraman.
He was working that jaw.
Can we call your
Classic.
Can we call your boss? Oh, you are your boss. I was going to see if we could get you to maybe call in sick today.
I think Casey's his boss today.
Get to work, slacker. We got to watch that one again.
Buzzer beater wave.
All right. Can you give us a call read for their next heat there,
Next
Casey?
heat here, Women's Open Shortboard, round 1, heat 2. In red, Kate Roseanne. In white, Kaylee Summers. Yellow, April Cockcroft. Blue, Janine Mackey. And green, Amelia O'Connor. And orange, Erin Yock.
Just zooming in here on a longboarder, kind of local kid.
That was Tommy Jessel.
One of the Jessel family kids. Another surfing family.
Tommy, what's up?
With the classic mullet.
We got a rider up. Nice.
Amelia O'Connor.
I was in a heat with Amelia at the same contest probably 6 years ago when I was 15. And it was a big, foggy day. And I watched her get a crazy longboard wave. I felt huge at the time. I was semi-new to surfing, so it was bigger than I was super comfortable with. And I was sitting kind of close to her, and she took off, and I just watched her make this crazy drop. And I went, yeah, okay, I'm not doing that. She's winning this.
Yeah, she's been in these events for several years now.
That zoom, you can get so close. Oh, I know. I was going to fix that last year, but then it kind of seemed like it resolved itself. I think the humidity messes it up.
Like having the Napster on the camera, it's making it much easier for our jobs today.
It's
Jedi
real
Johnny.
frustrating for spectators when the cameraman misses a wave, so it definitely pays to have good quality camera people.
We're actually seeing the Aussies jerseys in clear focus. We got a rider up right now.
Amelia.
Amelia to her feet. Let's see what she can do on her backhand. A little tap off the top. Let's see, one more. Little slice. So just stays in the whitewater. Probably not going to be an inside section, so we'll see how that scores.
She made it out to the nice part of that wave for a little bit, but the wave just kind of died out on her.
Looks like she's riding a nice little gravel board, a little wider outlined, sort of a fish type shape.
Kinda
Able to maybe get in a little earlier.
perfect for a day like today. Not only is it annoying for the spectators when we miss a wave with the camera, but it's also can be frustrating for the surfers wanting to get a nice view of their wave.
Yeah.
So it really pays to have somebody up there doing something good.
Otherwise, you got to go to the Surfline camera rewind.
The angles.
I know somebody uses that quite a bit. It was like, and we got White up and riding. There's Kaylee,
Tices.
Kaylee Summers.
That was a nice little one.
Oh, I've been saying Kate's name. It's Kat.
And there's Amelia again.
Almost sprayed Kaylee Summers there.
Wait, that's not Amelia. That's April Cockcroft right there.
Is that yellow or
Yeah,
green?
Oh, I believe that was green.
Was Amelia. Not competition.
Looking at the instant
surf.
replay here.
Oh, somebody. Or was that orange? White up. It's on the inside. Green. Amelia back up.
All right. Yep, on that bigger board. A little slash right off the top there, and just going to hang in the foam there. Casey Felton, one of our great audio video producers here in Newport, able to pull off the instant replay. Actually watching from the East Coast Championships, I was trying to watch the Tices this year, and I was really disappointed that a contest that big, a week-long event, didn't have instant replay. So you get to watch somebody's really good ride and you can't play it back. There we go. Somebody's up right now.
It's cool to have a little local contest like this, have this good of camera and audio and all of that.
Yeah, that's what I got. Give it up to Casey for sure.
It's a community event. I wouldn't be able to do it without Mike Kavanaugh, Dan Hasselshort, Ollie Richardson, all you guys. There's too many names to count. Thousands of names.
milk or coffee? Oh, no. I thought it was coffee. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Scott's up here trying to poison me with milk, telling me it's coffee.
Oh, the creamer?
Yeah.
She's just going to drink milk? Are you vegan or something?
Lactose intolerant. Scott's got to sit next to me.
Lactose intolerant.
Our swell today is 1.8 feet at 11 seconds. It can build a little bit here to 2 to 3 feet, but that's not a whole lot for these to do something with.
Nine minutes remaining in this heat. Coming up next, women's open shortboard round 1, heat 2. So, oh wait, no, that's where we're at right now, actually.
Yep.
It'd be 20 to 49 men longboarding, final heat 1 coming up next.
Is that orange up?
That was a nice wave on the backside on that right there. Here we go. Deep, steep takeoff right here on this left. Let's see what will happen. Just threw a little section in front of her. It's too bad she couldn't get around that because that was a nice toe-grabbing drop.
Yeah, that was a steep drop for Janine.
We'll get Janine in the instant replay.
And who do we got paddling for this nice right here? That looks like Amelia with that bigger fat board.
Yeah, that was a nice little
Or is that
carve.
April Cockcroft?
Nope, that's Amelia.
That's Amelia. Okay, yep.
That light green and yellow are real similar. We need to get like a dark forest green.
Lose them in the ocean.
I don't know why we don't go with the old referee black and white one. That one was pretty easy to see, especially for a colorblind guy like me.
We use that for our surf lessons. Put the surf instructors in the referee
I mean,
jerseys. It's
you
pretty
can the
helpful.
referee. Yes, you can see that.
Especially when we have like 20 kids or 15 of them for our surf camps. And then they look and see the referee and they know where we're at.
It's just the yellow and green for me. I have that male green brown colorblind thing anyway, so
It's a bummer. A lot of people have that.
yeah. And I mean, mine's bad. Like on the color charts, you know, they give you like 20 things where you got to identify like a number or letter in the colors. I think I got like 19 out of 20 wrong. So
Oh, wow. That happened to my brother. My dad handed us the things where you can see the number inside the dots.
Yeah.
And my brother couldn't see any of the numbers. And we went, uh-oh.
what color are my clothes today?
You're wearing blue and black.
They're not blue.
It's blue.
Are you serious?
That's black. This is blue.
No, that's black and white.
And blue.
I think you're
can
lying.
See color. I can see color.
I think you're lying. I have no blue on me. It's black and white.
This has got blue in it. Got somebody paddling. We've got.
Let's
looks
see if
like
we can get a
Janine
good.
back up.
Oh.
Oh, jumps over the back of that wave from that closeout. Good move. We had Orange looking at that wave, but it just wasn't going to shape up in time.
Good set out the back right here. Let's see. Oh, elected not to go on that. And the wave sort of petered out, too. It looked really good from the start. Looks like we have a good three-wave set stacking up on the outside. There's going to be a bigger one behind. Let's see if anybody can go on this wave.
Woohoo!
There we go. They might be all getting caught inside. And, yes, that one's...
Yeah.
That was the
I mean, that was a bit of a shocker. If they would have been out there waiting for that, they would have missed the majority of their heat. So
Yeah.
once in a while, Agate will stack up like that. It's good. It's what we want for today. I just texted Sam. Okay, I'll send her a picture.
She might come down. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Here.
She's probably asleep.
Amelia's up. Oh, sorry, April.
Oh, a nice smash. It was a smaller inside wave, but really threw her board in like pretty aggro aggressive and brought it back down.
Was that April or Aaron? The yellow and the orange are hard for me to tell.
I believe it's April. Let's
think that
look at the replay.
April Cockcroft from Seaside.
They get some nice waves in Seaside. So I've heard.
That definitely.
Love the replay. Looks like green.
That's green.
Kat Rosen looks like she's up on top right now till the final scores come in. We're just right at the 3-minute mark for this heat. Pretty tight in the scoring between first and second at the moment. Still have scores to tally, but it looks like red on top right now. Kat Rosen and Amelia O'Connor in green are fighting it out.
Little paddle battle, and red got that wave. Nice little section. Oh.
Usually on our live feed scoring, we can see what the surfers are being judged on their top 2 waves. Right now, we're just seeing a combined score, which is hard to give you the play-by-play because we don't know what the score is that they need to better their combined score. Remember last year it gave us 2 and it said needs a. We'd say it would give us the 2 scores and say they need a so and so to progress.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Is that something we could, or probably not at this point, huh?
No,
We had that yesterday too, right?
I don't think so.
no, not yesterday.
Yesterday it had like a breakdown of the waves though.
It did.
Oh, maybe on live heats. I don't remember having it here.
Okay. The highest wave that we've seen so far in this heat has been a 693.
That is Russell McClellan. He is not participating in the current heat.
Was that him on that left?
Yeah, it was, but that makes it a little bit difficult for our judges to be able to tell apart who's part of the new heat coming in that doesn't start for another couple minutes, interferes with the current heat.
It's got to be a penalty.
All right, looks like a couple nice little waves coming in. Looks like we got another set with the closing minutes. Oh, closing seconds. Nobody able to get on this little gem. Maybe someone's just going to ride it just for the fun of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice belly wave in because that last heat now can't stand up either. So they're just on a nice belly wave all the way to the inside.
Coming up next, 20 to 49 men longboarding, final heat 1.
20 to 49, huh?
In red, Russell McLennan, white, Kiefer Boudet, yellow, Mitch Palmer, in blue, Skylar Wilkerson, and in green, Liam Welker.
Every time a new heat starts today, I go, oh, this will be a fun heat to watch. So
yeah, this is a good one. I remember Kiefer in it. Got Russell McLennan. Old Russell.
I believe he's the owner of South Beach Surf Shop, one of our sponsors.
He is. And it looks like are we seeing, there's somebody way out to the south end on a longboard. I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's the 5. Okay, so here we go. There's 5 in here now. We have 5. And we got 5 on the board. Okay, everybody's out.
White is the person kind of farther down.
In the south? Okay.
Yeah, I believe.
That's Kiefer. I believe he was in the Pacific City Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic too. Been in there for several years.
That's a fun contest.
Yeah, he came up to me last year and he goes, "You remember me? I was a kid." And so yeah, he comes down here every year now.
Cool. I love our coastal community. People come from all over to kind of help support all these different events and participate. It's so much fun. Kind of gets the community even more together. Got green up for a second.
That was green. All right. That looks like Russell right there.
Oh, classic.
Right, doing a little switch dance.
Switch into the big fall. Kind of a fun one to watch, though. I like some fun wipeouts. Whatever works. Got to find your own style somehow.
Most folks don't ride a soft top in a contest, so not sure what he's going for with that.
Is he on that softboard today, or did he ride? He has like a Collins board, his one that has the sign. I forgot what that was. Oh, Russell in a good position on the outside right there for that left. Let's see if he goes. Couple strokes in. Let's see. Nice smooth takeoff. Fades it good. We got a good right, too.
Oh, hit 5. Almost.
Nice exchange for waves. Finishes that off pretty clean.
That was a good wave for Russell McLennan.
And we had a scoring right.
He's still going in the whitewater. Switch stance.
I believe that was Kiefer on the right, way to the south end of the contest area.
Instant replay brought to you by Lotus Surf.
Is it easy for you to see that part or not?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Do you wear glasses?
I wear contacts.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I put my contacts in this morning for
Oh, you
sure.
did?
Yeah. I almost didn't, and I was like, I need them.
If you look down here, you should be able to see the replay.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
In fact, I'll just leave that there for you.
You got enough charge?
That's like full right now. There it is. That's the regular replay that come up.
Nice.
There's the replay.
Oh, great. That looks good.
There's any more copy? More copy?
I mean, what happened to all the beers and cocktails?
You got beers right here.
Do you right?
You want a beer?
I think it's about time.
All right.
Do you have water?
Yeah. Non-alcoholic water, please. Would you like a Modelo or a Amber?
Oh, probably an amber.
Thank you.
We've got white up. Nice wave. Nice ride under that little shoulder.
Yeah, that's Kiefer right there. And up and riding, looks like. Oh, going for the little helicopter off the nose.
Got Green doing the double paddle.
Oh, these are pretty tasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Replay. You'll see it.
Too bad about Kiefer's last right there. He had a nice that long left he had. If he could have maybe held on to that last section, that would have been a really good scoring wave. And that was Russell McClanahan trying to throw that helicopter. It came unstuck there. Outside,
Yellow.
there's Yellow. Good long high line.
Nice closeout
And
finish.
is that White right in front?
Yeah, white on the shoulder, the lip, and out. Two nice waves for Yellow and White in the final.
What a beautiful day to be here at Agate Beach, especially after yesterday's fogaliciousness. I couldn't see my feet in front of my face.
It's going to be sort of a short day today, right?
I think it's going to be like normal.
There goes Kiefer on the right. Let's see if he can make something happen. Little open face for him. He gets a little pinched off. Let's see if he can get around that
Oh.
section.
Just barely stuck in the white water almost that whole wave. I bet he could see the edge trying to get there.
And here goes Russell pumping it through.
Towards the white
A
water.
little
cut
redirection,
back.
heading back right.
That was a nice one. The finals are so fun to watch, but I like having the scores right in front of me. We don't get that on finals day.
Lots of instant replays going if you're watching online. Some of our other event sponsors, as far as providing some of the swag and prize packages, is we got Dakine, Torque surfboards, XL, Rome providing leashes and bags, Billabong body glove, Rip Curl, O'Neill Dark Seas Wear, Slide skateboards, Maury boogie boards, Pura Vida jewelry, Block Surf, the Hallmark Inn, Roby's Furniture, and Thompson Sanitary Services, and Les Schwab. And if you're in France, it's Les Schwab.
Les Schwab. O'Neill and Body Glove provided some really nice wetsuits for us this year. I was unpacking a lot of those boxes for all the event stuff, and that alone almost convinced me to compete again. I was like, I'm
Wow.
going to have to win this.
That's pretty good to win, if you, I think that's going to the first place winners. Is that what they're doing, like a $400 wetsuit, huh?
I hope. I'm not really sure.
Oh.
I wasn't there when we were packing all the prize bags, but I was just there when we were unpacking all the boxes from the sponsors.
Now, taking an eye on the ocean, I'm seeing a nice looking wave coming out the back. Let's see who's going to scratch into position for this one.
Got a couple stuck inside.
That looks like Russell in the good spot for that left. Looks like he strokes into a nice shoulder high wave, pumping up and down. Redirects into this, fades right, hangs into the pocket, a little footwork. Working his way towards the nose. He's up on the nose, a little cheater 5 right now. Banks it off the top. That is definitely going to be one of the higher scoring waves that we've seen so far. That was the set wave right in the shoulder high range or plus. Still going.
Oh, switch stance on the inside. Tiny little baby whitewater, but he's still kind of doing some fun stuff out there.
And yellow right behind. There's Mitch Palmer. Nice little footwork up onto the onto that left. Holds on a little rail grab. Is he going to spin that around?
He got it out of there. Oh, not quite. That was some nice style as he dropped into that.
Nice
Smooth.
exchange of waves right there with looks like about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. That's the kind of action that is heating up at the 2025 Agate Beach Surf Classic.
Surfing at Agate can sometimes kind of feel like you're hunting. You're looking for that right spot to be, and you never really know where those waves are going to just appear. You've got an idea, but not an exact. And then all of a sudden, they'll be right in front of you, and you'll be in the perfect spot.
Is that why you got your new camouflage wetsuit out? Because you're a hunter out there?
Yeah, I got to be hunting out there.
And you wear your scope?
My semi-gun.
Semi-gun. She brings out her gun, camouflage suit, and her scope.
Scope to see all the birds and sea lions out there. I've seen a wave breach off of the point here. Or not a wave, a whale.
Today? There's been a lot. There's been a lot now.
Not
A lot of
today,
gray
but
whales.
Yeah. As I was driving down yesterday morning through Depot Bay, I looked out, and good thing the speed limit is so slow, and I saw a whale come up and do a little spout and then tail flip, and then one of like maybe a little baby or something jump up right next to it. It was beautiful, and it was all while I was driving to work.
Yeah, I think a lot of them came in town for the Whale Palooza event that was held yesterday.
They knew they were being honored.
All right, let's see who's going on this nice little shapely right.
Russell again,
Oh,
trying to make his way up to the nose. Not quite there.
A little smaller inside way, but he's still got the shape. It's turned
Switch
around
stance.
backwards on that one.
Done some 360.
And right behind, that looks like Kiefer on the right, still going.
White back there. Oh, nice.
And
little
it's
baby.
still going. Let's see if he can do something with that.
You got some nice little carves in there. Tiny little guys. Looked good. He's
Good-
still going.
We're seeing some good exchanges here.
Long rides.
Still going to be pretty tough to compete with Russell's nose riding.
On a soft top is wild.
I don't think that's a soft top, though.
It's not
is it?
gotta be. It looks like it, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it's not. Although I have seen our surf instructor, Trevor Tice, do some crazy stuff on a soft top in his surf lessons.
I'm sure, yeah. Now I know his secret to his spins first. Lots of practice.
Lots of practice.
I'd like to thank Casey Felton for this Fort George City Dreams. I'm starting to get my radio voice on now. It really helped out.
Yeah.
Got yellow up.
There is Yellow, nice poised. Decides to go left, little footwork up to the nose.
Got some nice style
Cross steps,
there.
pedal back.
Smooth, yeah.
Mitch Palmer. That's going to put him on the board. I was watching, like I said, from the comfort of my own couch last night. You guys really rocked it by the late. That's the end of that heat. And we'll get a color code on this next heat from Casey Felton's going to dial us in to who our competitors are out there.
Coming up next. 20 to 49 men longboard, final heat 2. In red, Seth Morrissey. In white, Zach No. Yellow, Nate Matson. In blue, Zach Maleka.
I'm in the next heat, literally.
What are you doing?
Well, the reason I came up here is so I could get a little advantage and see from up high.
So there's 2 heats in this division. And then,
There's actually 4.
wait, this says final.
It's finals day for these, so they're all finals, but there's 4 heats of the 20 to 49 men's longboard today. I'm not quite sure how that works, but the judges have got that covered, I guess.
I got Trevor Tice give me the pre-announcing warm-up here. Keep it going. I got this, Trevor, right
You
here.
just ran away.
Thanks, buddy.
This is your 30 seconds massage for the morning. He's in the next heat after this. See what we'll get from the people out there today.
Is Dan Hasselsorт near the beer tent?
The beer tent.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So like I was saying yesterday, I was watching the live feed yesterday from the comfort of my couch. And I was watching Dan was in he's decided to compete after 50 in the short. Oh, we got a guy up and right. Let's quick in and out.
Blue.
Decided to compete after 50 in the men's shortboard and the men's longboard. And I was looking and I was watching, and we're down to 2 minutes. And Dan's score was sitting at a 2.80 as the scores were very low. And then in the last minute of the event, I saw it bump up to like a 9 point something. So we missed it must not been Johnny Knapp out there yesterday, because Johnny Knapp's camera skills are impeccable. But we missed that last ride on the live feed, and I'm just thinking, it seemed like there was all the guys out there, and this is more mysterious to me than how the last minute of that Epstein video went disappearing.
Yeah,
Because-
how was that way, really?
Actually, I had Alan Dershowitz. He's represented O.J. Simpson and Donald Trump in the first impeachment trial. And we're trying to get Dan off of this missing minute thing, because we got to find out what happened to the missing minute. So if anybody could come up there, the announcers would love to explain where the missing minute
Give us some
has
minutes.
gone.
We need some minutes.
We need a play-by-play of his last wave in
Yeah.
that heat.
Otherwise, a testimony to what actually happened. I think Ollie Richardson might be the missing witness.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Are you saying Ollie is missing?
Well, I've known those guys to conspire.
Conspire, but also to be together if they are able to be. There's one, there's going to be the other one. Pretty close.
The DOJ said they were going to come down here if this couldn't be sorted out to find out how the score went from a 2.8 to a 9.6 in the last missing minute.
Yeah, they took cameras got shut off mysteriously.
And I know Casey Felton didn't fall asleep because this is like a maximum security operation, so there's no way.
No way
As we're watching the monitors, nobody could possibly fall asleep during this missing minute.
He's got like 8 different views in front of him. Pretty wild. But that just means that we're going to have to see some work from Dan today. See if he can actually prove that he's worthy of that 9-point score. I think he can do it. We'll see what happens.
And if anybody can provide some information to solve this case, they'll be awarded with the missing minute keychain.
Where did that keychain come from?
Why is that here?
I got it up. He goes, this is for you guys.
Seth Morrissey
That was a nice takeoff.
up to the nose.
Just a little cut down onto that shoulder.
I'm thinking John Barons might have something to do with this because he provided the missing minute keychain to anybody can provide information to where that missing minute of video has gone. Up and riding on the left. That looks like white. That's Zach.
We have 2 Zachs in the water right now. They've got to prove which Zach is really going to hold it down out here.
Same spelling too.
The Zach Blue is up right now.
And we're seeing the Zach to Zach backside attack.
Nate Matson.
Up and riding, nice right.
Hand
A little bit of a
drag.
stink bug. Let's get a close up of that stink bug, guys. Instant replay brought to you by Lotus Surf.
Blue back up again.
Check out that tetrahedron. Is it tetrahedron? Tetrahedron? Tetrahedron. I think it's drawn.
Okay.
Floating out there.
Or is it a prism?
No, it's like a, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4-sided triangle. Hey, Kirk, Tice, we see you. Do a backflip.
Kick flip. Kick flip right now.
I think Mr. Tice down there is appreciating the Zach to Zach backside attack.
Scott, you should have brought your guitar.
I write some poems and some little songs.
He said he's going to do a backflip if he gets an excellent wave.
The Tice claims are always kind of a fun little thing to watch at the end of their waves. So we're going to see a backflip. Supposedly.
Yep. I'm a big fan of the Tice clan here. They have done probably. I'm gonna put this claim out there. I'd say the Tices have done more to help the future youth and the future of competitive surfing on the whole Oregon coast. And we got a nice ride up on the working its way towards the tip. Give me a color there, Casey. Nice
Red
cut back.
Seth.
There's Seth. One of the ways that held up a little better was it almost finished off clean there. But yeah, the Tice family pushing surfing. Got a couple people up in the North Coast, but Kirk just grew up in that Orange County environment where surfing is like soccer. A little different than how the early days were on the Oregon coast, and his family just took to it, and we're going to see future generations come out from that apple tree.
For sure. I'm part of that product, basically.
That's true.
Taught me how to surf and brought me along on his surf trips. I've surfed all over, up and down the coast because of Kirk Tice.
That's a good dude to learn under.
I'm honored. I'm grateful.
And how many East Coast champions, this could be a trivia question, how many East Coast champions grew up on the West Coast and never lived on the East Coast?
One that I know.
Trevor Tice and who else?
I think there might just be one.
Kirk.
Samuel Sanat and Tayut Morrison.
Trevor Tice, Sam Sinnott, and Tayut Morrison report to the booth, the tent. Check in for your next heat. Trevor Tice, Sam Sinnott. Sam, what's your last name, Sam? Sam. I actually don't know exactly how to say any of those names except for Trevor.
You don't want to be late to your heat. Got to get all your minutes out there.
Hey, how's that for my wave prediction? I said the waves were going to start opening up as the tide pushed in another 2 feet. And I would say my call's been pretty spot on. We're seeing definite more open waves coming in right now than we were about an hour ago.
That was a pretty nice open right that we just watched roll in. Nobody on it.
You can see this little flood zone right next to the headland now. That was dry, and that we got a little zone right pushing against the headland, and that's all water's going to fill in, slow down the wave a little bit as White banks it off the top. That was Zach right there on his forehand.
Trevor Tice, Sam Sinnott, and Paiute Morrison. I got my eyes on the spelling here. Please check in at the tent for your next heat. 20 to 49 men longboard final, heat 3. That's coming up next.
We've got almost 3 minutes left of this heat right before heat 2.
3:35 and counting.
Blue had like a 2-second little wave trying to do something, but the wave just kind of died out on him. Red paddling. And White's going to take it.
There goes Zach again. Here he goes, works it from the bottom. A little top turn cut back right there, staying in the pocket. Works his way towards the nose, little footwork. Let's see if he can finish this off clean. A little styly, hands down, low, and a nice little pull out. The world of competitive longboarding's got so much more technical now, and in the judging. And did you get to watch any of the U.S. Open this year with the men's longboarding, women's longboarding?
In Huntington?
Yeah, in Huntington Beach.
I watched a little bit.
Oh God, they're such good surfing.
They're so good, especially with the pier right there. I watched someone shoot the pier.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
and the waves were like way worse than today out here. It was there wasn't much waves, and what they could do was amazing. Here we go.
Seth.
Nice. There's Seth on a nice high line. Let's see if he can beat around that section. It
Not
looks like it
quite.
pinched him off. It doesn't look like he's going to get around that, but maybe we'll do a little footwork in that
Blue's
foam.
dropping in though. Not same wave farther down. Oh, he does like a little.
Yeah, way down,
Something.
almost out of the contest area down south.
I want to see somebody do a handstand on their longboard out here. Day's not over until someone does a handstand on their wave.
I don't know if they score that anymore. I mean, I guess you could maybe add a little score if you did that on the inside and did like a claim, like a flip back off onto the sand.
Yeah. Kirk apparently is gonna do something.
I think that's going to be on his claim.
Yeah.
though. The days of antics are over. Like, the dead cockroach, that's not going to get you much score. That's when you're on your back and you kick your legs.
Yeah, that's less fun to watch than a handstand.
Oh, it's pretty fun to watch. I don't think it's going to score much.
No.
All right, up again, White. There goes Zach pumping that board. It's got a little shoulder, little fade back into the hook. Just sort of a smaller inside wave, so I don't know if that's going to better one of his combo scores.
Red paddling, red up. Hopefully he'll get out in front of that white water there. Almost, yeah. It's a nice long ride for him. Blue is up on that same wave a little bit farther down. Blue's been hanging out just right on the inside of that contest zone. White back up as well.
Nice. I'm seeing a nice peak peeler. Oh, and the horn goes, but look at this wave.
Oh, perfect.
If someone could have got on that one, that could have changed.
Horn would have waited 2 seconds.
Maybe not.
Oh, it just died out.
Yeah.
Sometimes as the tide comes up, the bounce will hit the wave, and instead of creating a bigger wave, which it often does, sometimes it'll just kill it completely. Thank you. But you never know until it happens. Oh, here's Trevor Tice running out with Leslie's yellow board, sprinting into the water.
All right, and let's have Casey Felton, our celebrity audio visual engineer, give the readout for the next heat.
Coming up next, 20 to 49 men longboarding, final heat 3. In red, Trevor Tice. White, Kenta Yamada. In yellow, Tommy Jessel. In blue, Bobby Lambrix. Green, Samuel Sennett. And in orange, Paiute Morrison.
This is a pretty stacked heat.
All right, someone draw blood right off the top.
Yellow.
Yellow.
That's Tommy. He's got a mullet. Let's see what he can do
Tommy
on
the
board.
mullet. Jessel trying to throw it off the lip, but good footwork from the start. Just open, and let's see what.
Sometimes I think it works amazing, and other times, when the waves are too little, like what he just kind of paddled for,
You don't get that drive, do
you
you?
don't get the drive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think if he would have got that wave, he would have been so far in the inside, he probably would have missed the next bigger set that's coming in.
So you're saying it could be a strategic error on that one?
Yeah, it could have been. But it all worked in his favor anyways. But it is pretty cool to watch. The first time I saw it, I was surfing right next to him, and I saw him just go in fin first, and I was like, what is he doing? And then he spun around, and I was like, oh, he knows what he's doing. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes if you make that look real smooth, it's sort of a cool little.
Yeah. I've definitely seen it
a good
smooth from
corner.
him.
We got someone stroking in on a nice corner. It looks like that looks like yellow again, up and down.
Tommy, you can see the mullet flowing behind him.
Tommy Jessel, let's see if he can get a good hit. Floats that last section and holds on.
That's a good little wave. Get him up there.
Tommy Jessel, been watching that kid surf for at least the last like 6 years around here, 7 years, right?
Yeah, part of that Jessel's family. We've got what looks like blue and red sitting way outside, hoping for something out there.
Oh, here we go. Gonna reverse directions right there, way down on the south end.
Makes his way to the nose. That's Trevor Tice.
Oh,
Did he just wipe out? Nope, he didn't.
I think the cameraman hit him in the face.
Powerful zooms, kind of a blessing and a curse. Looks like our high tide's going to be at 1 o'clock today, at 7.9 feet.
That's big.
A lot of water moving today. It was at a negative tide this morning at 6. That'll change it up a bit.
Yeah, so hopefully, you know, I think today's going to be, well, what do you think we'll wrap up today, Casey?
It's hard to say with the 11.5-hour day yesterday. We tried to make up for it by staying late, so probably your 3-ish.
A good right. Here we go.
Trevor Tice
Trevor Tice whipping that around from the fin first, walking up.
back
Actually,
down. Nice big carve.
Actually,
And carve
a nice carve, nice down carve at the end there. I'm telling you what, this is sort of fun to see him. He's not, you know, riding longboards a lot, and he looked
360.
really smooth on that.
Squat. Oh, what is he doing there? Going backwards?
Yep, just a little backwards and
Oh.
back to front.
That's called the squatting dog.
But nice turns, nice fade. Came around with that fin first, real clean. And right out the back, we got a nice set coming in. Anybody? Oh, just a little late on that. There was a little corner. White turning around, possible left coming in right there. See if yeah, I don't think that would have done it from anyway. It looks like the wave sort of choked out. At least we're getting some contestable conditions, you know, little sets every, saying about 2 to 3 minutes at this point.
Yeah, it makes it nice. I think that's what I love about Oregon. We have sets a lot more consistent than like farther south.
Yeah, you'd be out there and it's a little waist-high day, and then next thing you know, a 3-wave set at the head-high range breaks. You might not see that for another 20 minutes, but
Yeah, but it'll be there every once in a while. I was surfing down at T Street with the Tices forever ago, and I sat there. I watched a big set come, and I was like, okay, this looks a lot of fun. And then it was flat for the next 30-plus minutes until the next set came.
isn't that crazy? That down south, because they're probably getting the long period south swells.
Exactly, especially at T Street.
And
they're
that's
the way
San
it shapes.
Clemente area.
It is. Orange County. Where I believe we have a couple people today from up here today where they live now.
Really?
Then Casey for E4, we're just missing Alex Sand.
Alan Sand.
Repeat that, please.
P4, they're missing Alex Sands. Make an announcement for Alex Sands.
great, buddy.
You stay on that mic as long as you like. I'm happy to have a break.
Okay, cool.
And I'm
You
here
did
if
so
you need
good.
me.
Nice
killed
waves,
it.
brother.
Thank
You were
you.
surfing
You
great.
killed it.
I won my heat.
That was your
Yeah.
right? That was you on the right that went all the way down.
Mhm.
That was,
Yeah.
It was hard to see, but nice.